I just had this crazy epiphany come through that shifted everything in like a matter of 10 seconds for me. And I was not planning on jumping on here to do a video. I was actually getting ready and blow drying my hair when this happened, to run out and do some errands. But I just feel like I need to share this because again, like single-handedly in that moment, it shifted everything. And I want you to hear this and process this and take whatever you need to take from it. And again, I apologize. I'm like turned around here with this light coming through. I can't seem to move away from it. I don't know what it is. So we're just going to go with it. But I am blow drying my hair and I start thinking about the idea of lessons, right? Like the idea of healing and the idea of all these things that we think we need to do to conquer our limiting beliefs, to do the things to manifest X, Y, and Z, right? And that often the things that happen to us in our life, we like put this label on them, especially when it's something that we associate as bad or negative, right? Like something we failed at, something that happened to us, whatever it may be. When we're on this spiritual journey or on our journey, or whether you are or not, we put this label like, that was just a lesson that I had to go through, right? And maybe some of us aren't even there yet, right? Like if you're not even in the I can maybe see the good of that. I can maybe see that there is a lesson there and you're like in the still like, oh man, I'm just like in it and this sucks. Stick with this because it will give you something to kind of like sink your teeth in and still shift, because honestly for you it's like you can bypass the healing step, right? So as I'm kind of pondering this, I'm like, you know what? If everything is simply a belief, right? Everything that we have is a belief. And we all know that our thoughts create our beliefs, and our beliefs is what manifests, right? Whether you're trying to manifest or not, your beliefs are creating your reality, right? Like old news. Okay. But here's the thing, a limiting belief is simply a belief that you have now put this new label on, right? You can choose to think it's limiting or not. And it's really that simple, right? You can just choose to be like, oh, that's a belief I have. Interesting. Do I need it? Do I not need it? Right? Can I take it out to the garbage? Can I take it out to the curb? Right? So I'm kind of on this like wavelength thinking about this. And then I start thinking about just like my own spiritual journey and my own healing journey. And I'm just like, I don't know if any of this is necessary to actually manifest the things that you want. Then I started looking back over my life at all of the freaking amazing things that I've manifested. And what I realized is most of those things manifested before I was on this journey, before I started healing and looking for things that needed to be fixed. Then that got me really curious. Okay, maybe I don't need to heal anything. Maybe there aren't any limiting beliefs. All right. So then again, I'm just like, my mind, like this is all like happening spitfire super fast, because that's just like the transits that we're in, and it's just like woo, like we're just in it. And so then I start thinking about this idea of lessons, and I'm getting goosebumps thinking of this, and I love it. It's so good. And it's like maybe even our perception of the word lesson is hanging us up, right? Because I don't know about you, but like when I think of lesson, I think of like it's hard, right? It's like something we have to go through. Like I had to learn that lesson, right? Like that's how my mind thinks of it. I don't necessarily have like a warm and fuzzy relationship with this idea of lesson. It sounds like something I had to go through. I had to be in the trenches. I had to experience it in some like subpar way. And, I'm saying the word subpar, but it could be negative. It could be traumatic. It could be whatever, right? Whatever word you want to use around the lesson that kind of maybe is ringing in your own head right now. But this is the epiphany I had. What if none of them are lessons? And what if we simply change and reframe that word, that understanding, that idea, because it truly is an idea, to a choice point. What if every single thing that you have experienced up until now is in fact not a lesson, not something you had to go through, not something you had to learn to blah, blah, blah? What if it was a choice point? And I don't mean a choice point simply in the, am I going to choose A or B or C, right? Am I going to choose to take the path on the right or the path on the left? Am I going to choose, which way am I going to choose when I get to the fork in the road? I don't mean it like that, because not everything experience that happens in our life is like we get to then take a step in a like traditional thinking sense from that, right? Like in like a logical sense. What I mean with choice point is, are you going to choose to remember who you are? Are you going to choose to remember who you are? I wasn't expecting that emotion to come up, but how beautiful is that? How beautiful is it if everything that you have experienced up until now is a choice point to see if you will remember, right? When something happens, are you going to choose to remember that you are still worthy in spite of what happened? Are you going to choose to remember that you are still strong in spite of what happened? Isn't that a beautiful reframe? It's like, it's so perfect, because we're all just here to remember who in the hell we are. We're all here to remember our own power, the fact that we are co-creating with the divine, the fact that we are capable of anything and everything that we want. There is nothing to heal. There is nothing to fix. There is nothing to learn. It is a choice point. Are you going to choose to remember who you are in this moment, in each and every moment? And when something comes back around, it's not because you didn't learn the lesson. Sorry, I have a cold. It's not because you didn't learn the lesson, or you need to see it again, or you need to blah, blah, blah. It's another opportunity to choose. It's another opportunity to choose. Yes, I see who I am. This happened to me, but this isn't me. It means nothing about my character. It means nothing about where I'm going. It means nothing about my potential. This moment is here so I can see. I can choose in this moment. It only happens in this moment, because even if you're reflecting on all of the things that happened in your past and you're ready to choose your own power and creative force now, it's still happening in this moment. So maybe something happened 20 years ago, right? And you're still like living in that. You still get to like be in that now and choose now. Okay? We always have that. And it's like this epiphany. It's like my mind is just racing to books and things and thoughts. And it's just like, oh my gosh. It's like now that I see it, I can't unsee it. It's so clear. It's so obvious. It's like, it's so amazing. Right? Like Eckhart Tolle, the power now is coming to me, right? The power of presence. This power holds everything. This present moment holds everything. It holds all the power, because it is only in this moment that we get to choose who in the hell we remember to be. That's it. Right? And when you choose, you're like, there's no freaking limit. There's no belief. It's a thought that, again, in this moment, I get to choose. Do I want to choose that thought is a disempowered thought or an empowered thought? Or do I even just not even have to do that? I just see it as a thought and say, okay, keep on going about my day, not letting it rule my life. Okay? So we're getting to about 10 minutes. And again, I really wanted to make this short and sweet. Like I said, wasn't even planning on getting on here, but I hope that this like serves you, and maybe you need to digest it a little bit. And I trust that whoever sees it and gets something from it is exactly who sees it and gets something from it. But again, it has just cracked something new and amazing and beautiful open within me. And it's, a full moon yesterday. So we're still really in this energy of like releasing and letting go. And it's like, what if that's all it, right? It's not like letting go. Like sorry, there's so many words and it's so fast, but it's like the letting go and the releasing and the healing and all this language. Again, I'm in it. I help people with this. I love this, but I'm like, I don't know if I can even do that so much anymore, because it happens like this. The letting go is like this. It's not like all the work that needs to be done. It's just like literally see it for what it is, which is nothing, which is a freaking choice point, right? It's a choice point. Even in this moment, you can choose to let it go. And that's it. And then you move on. And then you keep living your life. And you go on about your day, right? And things start to fall into place for you and become more synchronistic and become easy, because you decided to not freaking hold on to things that you're not meant to. You decided to choose each and every moment where your power is and who you are. Okay? And this is true for everybody. I don't care what your life experience has looked up until now. Okay? You get to choose and decide. And remember who you are. Okay? And who you came here to be. And that you're co-creating with the divine. Right? And that divine expression is living through you in the form of love. Right? In the form of joy. And more. Okay, so I'm sending you so much love. And I really hope that when I snap my fingers like that, you can release all of it just like me. Okay? Get out a piece of paper. Write that crap down in your head that's been living there rent-free, right? Rip that crap up and put it out in the garbage, and just be done with it and move on and choose like, oh yeah, I don't have to buy into the lesson and the this and the healing and the blah, blah, blah. Okay? Choose now, okay, to let it go. All right. Have a beautiful day. Sending you so much love. Thanks for being here with me. I'll see you next time.